Hello, everyone. Let me begin with a question. Have you ever tried to secure your house without knowing what you're securing it against? Imagine installing a CCTV, but forgetting to lock your doors. That's exactly what happens when we develop systems without understanding the threats. Today, we are going to talk about threat modeling, a proactive security technique that helps us identify, prioritize, and mitigate potential threats before attackers find them. Threat modeling is the process of identifying security threats and vulnerabilities in a system, assessing their risk, and determining appropriate mitigations before the system is deployed or updated. In simpler terms, it's thinking like an attacker to protect what matters most. It answers four key questions. Number one, what are we building? Two, what can go wrong? Three, what are we doing to protect it? And four, did we do a good enough job? Whether you're designing an application, a network, or even a physical system, threat modeling helps you build securely by design. Threat modeling is not just a checklist, it's a mindset. Most security problems arise not because we didn't code properly, but because we didn't think properly. Without a threat model, security often becomes reactive, adding band aids after breaches. Here are some reasons why threat modeling is essential. Early identification of vulnerabilities saves time and cost, improves communication between developers, architects, and security teams, ensures compliance with standards like ISO 27001, NIST, and OWASP, reduces the attack surface by addressing threats before deployment. Simply put, it enables secure by design development. There are four core steps in a threat modeling process. Define the system is first. Start by understanding what you're building. This includes creating a data flow diagram, identifying users, assets, processes, and boundaries. For example, in a web app, users interact via a browser. Data moves between front-end, back-end, and database. Trust boundaries exist between client and server, server and database. Second, identify threats. Here we use models like Stride developed by Microsoft. Spoofing, pretending to be someone else, tampering, altering data or code, repudiation, denying an action, information disclosure, leaking sensitive info, denial of service, shutting down services, elevation of privilege, gaining unauthorized access. Each stride category helps us look at the system from different angles. Third, assess risks. Once threats are identified, we assess their likelihood and impact using tools like DREAD, damage, reproducibility, exploitability, affected users, discoverability, risk metrics, low, medium, high, critical. This helps in prioritizing threats. 4. Mitigate and validate. Now comes the fun part, planning defenses. Input validation, authentication mechanisms, encryption, logging and monitoring, least privilege access. After mitigation, we validate to ensure controls are effective. Let's talk about some tools that can assist in the process. Microsoft Threat Modeling Tool helps create DFDs and apply Stride automatically. OWASP Threat Dragon areas risk, lucid chart or draw.io useful for manually creating system diagrams. Remember, tools are helpful, but the real value lies in the thinking process. Let's walk through a quick example, a simple login system for a banking app. Define the system. User submits credentials, app sends to server, server validates, and access granted. Identify threats, spoofing, tampering, information disclosure, denial of service, elevation of privilege. Assess risk, plain text credentials, high risk. Brute force login, medium risk. Mitigation, use HTTPS, add CAPTCHA, encrypt passwords, implement account lockout. This is a basic example, but the same logic applies to larger, more complex systems. Here are some tips to level up your threat modeling. Do it early, ideally during design or planning phase. Make it collaborative. Involve developers, architects, testers, security folks. Update regularly. Each feature update or architectural change can introduce new threats. Keep it simple. Start small and iterate. Even partial threat modeling is better than none. Document everything so future teams know what was considered and why. To wrap up, threat modeling is about being proactive. It's about thinking ahead, putting yourself in the attacker's shoes, and building systems that are not just functional but secure. By using structured approaches like STRIDE, tools to visualize systems, and a team mindset towards security, we can drastically reduce risk. Remember, security is not a feature, it's a habit, and threat modeling is where that habit begins. So until we meet next time, stay safe.